welcome back to my channel. If you're a new viewer, what's good? Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe button, be a part of Nessa Gang, because Nessa Gang is the littlest gang of all gangs. Period. Today is an exciting day because today is the start of a new series that I've been thinking about cooking up in my brain. As you guys know, life be lifing, and sometimes you can't hang out with the people that you really want to hang out with. We're spread out, and sometimes our schedules won't allow us to find that time to hang out with each other. So I was like, you know what, instead of me traveling to go see my friends, we're all entrepreneurs, we get ready every single day. So I was like, why not during that time we FaceTime each other and then we talk about some topics, catch up a little bit, and just make that a series. And I just FaceTime all my influencer friends. So that's what we're gonna do. We have Chris for the first person. I'm super excited. I haven't seen her in ages, but to FaceTime her so y'all can meet her. It's about time.
I know. Wait, you started your screen recording already?
Yeah, I started. I thought we couldn't even do it before. I thought they stopped allowing it.
So I started mine, but it stopped. So let me
start. Oh, yeah, you probably gotta start it all over again because mine's is going right now.
Yeah, alright. Now my screen is started.
So say hi to my followers.
Hi, Nessa Gang. What's going on? What's good? I know you girls are crazy right now. I had a little night.
Girl, me too.
So we about to get made up. Oh, look, I got mine too.
Oh, yeah, okay. Twinning. You know what today's topic is?
Yeah, well, what's your topic? Because I got my topic.
Mine is learned life lessons and life hacks.
Well, I have those things,
right,
but I got like different examples.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna just do our makeup and have a little chit chat. Maybe you guys can relate to them. Maybe you guys can add you guys' own life lessons and hacks in the comments.
This is pretty much gonna be like if me and Nessa was on FaceTime, like if y'all almost was in here and we just having girl talk.
Oh, you hopping right into it. Okay, shit. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I got makeup on from last night.
Oh my gosh, you are a mess.
You don't see the difference? Girl, it just got lighter underneath my eye.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. So you starting from the scratch. Okay, cool. Because I'm thinking about doing a full face beat, so maybe we'll be done around the same time.
Nah, we are. Because my makeup gonna be like, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing.
Okay, so first I want to do a quick catch up. Like things that happened since we last hung out. So, y'all, we first met. She ended up flying to me for my baby shower in Texas. And I was so grateful because there were so many people that I invited and they did not show up. So, like, that was one of those things that like really bonded us together and we got close. But
yeah, got really close.
Yeah, we linked like one more time and then after that we lost contact.
Yup, that's when my Instagram had got deleted and then I disappeared. I took a little break from Instagram and I was just doing like my YouTube videos, but I wasn't really associating with people on the internet because of that. I don't even know what was going on with you at that time.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
I noticed my Instagram had got deleted.
Yeah, you ended up texting me. You texted me and I was like, damn, and I was like giving you options. I was like, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. And then I saw you made a completely new page. So I was like, oh, okay. And then life started lifing.
Right.
You had your page deleted. I had a brand new baby that I was like taking care of like by myself. So that took a lot of time and energy, and I just like kind of isolated myself because I was in a relationship, you know, and I don't want to like bring my relationship problems into my friendships, because especially if I know that I'm not leaving anytime soon. Like, I'm the type, I gotta wait until I'm out that relationship to even talk about it because I don't want to look stupid at the end of the day.
Right. No, it be like that sometimes, and then, you know, as friends sometimes you may judge it, and it's not even judging you, it's telling you the real, like,
right,
it's a real that you already know.
But then at the end of the day, I can't even talk. At the end of the day too, like your friends don't want to hear all the BS, especially if it's the same thing. Like, you gotta learn on your own.
Right, that is very true. It does get annoying sometimes after a while, but you know, it be like that though. Yeah. But honestly, sometimes you might have to travel on your path, like by yourself, because some lessons you have to learn on your own, and you know, you gotta go through things.
I know that we tried to like rekindle 1.2 while I was living in Atlanta, and I was like, I don't want you to think that like I'm trying to purposely ignore you, but like I remember.
Yes, girl, hold on, wait, let's get into it. She brought it up. She was gonna bring it up. She did though. So I was trying to get in contact with Missy Red Boots right here, and she was like MIA, and I'm like, all right, what's going on with her?
Girl, y'all don't even know. I was going through it.
I know, cause girl,
it was some relationship stuff, bro. It was some crazy stuff.
Relationship things will take you away from everything.
Literally, like, it was like, okay, look, I know in my first relationship, like, I would have told my best friends everything, let them have an opinion, and that didn't go right. So let me go ahead and do right, and, like, you know, keep this stuff to myself until I'm ready to move on, because we are dealing with a family matter. I do have a child involved type stuff.
Right.
So I remember
anything.
Right. And so I remember updating her, and then I just went ghost all over again.
And you know what though? I understand the ghost because I'm like queen of going ghost right now.
Okay. You know the vibes now. You get it.
When I go ghost, my people understand that it's me and it's not them. And they just give me my space and they let me be. Yeah, that's a golden post because that's a real meme. I ended up running into this girl that like actually ghosts people. Like, y'all, we talking every single day, FaceTime every day, and then she go ghost for like mad long, and you be sending messages and she don't even respond type ghost. And that rubbed me the wrong way at first, I ain't gonna lie to you. Right. But now I get it. Like, sometimes when I'm really going through it, I just want to turn off my phone, do not disturb. I need to get in my zone. I don't want to talk to anybody. I used to be the same way. Like, I would feel a way about it, but then after life started lifing for me, I understood.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, maybe this is what those people were going through. Why they weren't as responsive as I was. And the whole time, it's because they're really going through something.
Yeah, sometimes people are actually going through stuff, so you gotta give them a little benefit of the doubt. I used to be like, Shorty used to watch my story all the time. Now Shorty ain't watching my story no more, so what's going on? What's happening? Because I know you on your phone, I see you posting whole time. They just posting to get that content out, to get them promos out, and getting right back off. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta, it's deeper than that.
We are the opposite. Vanessa became a mommy, and I stayed mommy free. How has the mommy life been treating you, and differences between, like, you know, your life before, your life now? Let me find out you want to be a mommy to be. No, I don't want to be a mommy. I just want to know what the experience is. Okay. Well, I would definitely say it's so freaking different. Now you are like completely responsible for this child. Like, I know people say it all the time, but no, it's true. No matter what you do, you have to be mindful of that child, because they're gonna have to deal with that in some way, shape, or form. However, your life shouldn't have to stop because you have a kid. I feel like it should, if anything, you should try to make it glorious. Like, the great thing that I like about being a parent is that now I can cure my inner child. The things that I wasn't able to do, or that my mom wasn't able to provide for me, I can do that for my baby. But it's hard too, because sometimes I'm not a going out person, but sometimes, you know, I want to go out, I want to travel a little bit more, but then I realize, damn, who gonna watch my child? Right.
And the problem, and I feel like, honestly, the hardest thing about parenting is being a good parent. Now, if you don't want to be a good parent and you're just like, I don't even care, put your trust in anybody so you can still live your life, you'll be fine, because, you know, you don't care. You're not really dealing with that child all the time. Now, me, I'd be skeptical, you know, because even the people that's closest to you be the ones that will traumatize your child. God forbid, touch on your child, you know. I don't want to ever have to deal with that, you know what I mean? So I'm always on guard. That's the hardest part for me, is doing that. And then also, like, you might be freaking out about life. It doesn't make it no better. You have a whole child that's dependent on you. So
girl, so how is that? Because, like, how do you freak out? Like, you basically can't freak out then.
Yeah.
You have to stay calm.
You have to keep yourself together, which I understand why moms, especially new moms, go crazy. I didn't have like a mental breakdown or anything, depression, but I can definitely see why people get that, because you really gotta like be there for your child, like no matter what. There's been times where I was like literally so depressed, and I was like, I cannot get out of bed. Like, after my breakup, girl, I was sitting in bed crying all day. I didn't want to get up. I did not want to eat. I was losing weight, but she was hungry. I had to constantly get up, or if I couldn't get out of bed, I had to order some food. That's more expensive, and then I'm doing it by myself. So that's the hardest thing, is pulling through when you're going through things. And I didn't want her to see that either. So girl, you have to be strong.
Like snapping into it.
Like. You gotta be so strong for them. But if you're used to like not really being family oriented, you'll be able to find that love, that unconditional love from your child. It just sucks because I wanted to give her that family vibe, you know what I mean? Like I wanted her to be around family. Like, okay, they couldn't come through for me, but maybe they'll be able to come through for my daughter. And it just sucks. It makes you even more like distant because you're just like, bro, you got one job. Like, come on now, you know you messed up with me. Like, for example, my mom is blocked right now because she just wasn't doing it for me. Like, we already didn't really have a relationship, but like it was just certain things
I remember.
Yeah, girl, there was so many things that like I just let slide, and we just kind of like put stuff under the rug. But recent events just revealed I don't need that type of energy in my life.
Do you ever think about therapy maybe with
Yeah, her? I do, but I don't know. I just feel like you're the mother.
Do you think it's something she would be up to?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I don't think so. The thing is, like, my mom is a type, she don't like to like talk about things, which is probably why I'm not confrontational either. She just like put stuff under the rug. Me though, if I really love you and I care about our relationship, our friendship, I'm gonna talk to you about it. Like, we gonna get to the bottom of it, and then if you decide that you don't want to go through with it or you don't want to return the energy, then I already know where I stand with you, you know?
Exactly.
And like I never had like a really close relationship with her, but she already knows my issues with her but has not addressed it. So I just feel like you don't want to. Right.
Maybe she heard you say your issues, but maybe she don't really understand where you're coming from.
True. But to not address it and then like stand up for like somebody who's talking down on me that don't even know any of the story is like a whole, like, I don't know, that's disrespectful.
Like certain things are just
not forgivable.
Certain boundaries.
Right. And like I just can't forgive that. And then it's like, also, if you can't be a good mom to me, you would think you would at least try to be a good grandma and be there for, you know, your grandchild. But when you don't see none of that happening, it's like, okay, do I really need you in my life?
Right.
Like, I really want my daughter to have a grandmother, an aunt, uncle, all of that stuff, but like, if you guys are bringing me nothing but problems, who's to say it won't happen to her, you know? Cycles repeat itself. I feel like now that I'm around family, because I'm in Chicago, I'm closer to them, it's just a constant thought, and it's so frustrating and annoying because it's like, hey, I'm here, what's up? I thought you loved me, I thought you cared. It just makes it bad because I want the best for my daughter. Everybody loves her, you know? They're kids, they're innocent. So stuff like that is really hard when you're a parent because you don't want to deal with the bullshit no more. And I feel like that's why most relationships also fail, because you think the stuff that they was doing before that was childish, they're gonna stop and put their big boy pants on, big girl pants on. They're gonna be responsible, and then when they're not, you're just like, I'm not having that.
Yeah, because then it's like somebody got to break the cycle, right?
Yeah. But my favorite part about being a mom has to be the fact that I've seen and witnessed true love. Like, yeah, like you really don't know true love until you have a child. Girl, don't do all.
Yeah, I don't think, maybe I never truly loved something before.
So what happened? Quick catch up on your side. What did I miss, or what's some big stuff that happened? Did you move?
Oh my god, I moved to mad different places, but I'm still in the same like city. I had a whole failed public relationship.
I think I saw something about that. I don't know too much. Oh my god.
I had a whole failed public relationship. I had a public relationship for 2 months.
Oh wow. That's how long it lasted?
That's how long it lasted.
Oh wow.
It was cool because this guy was doing it big. Like, he was showing me a good time.
It's the laughing for me.
It was pretty cool. And then, you know, everything blew up in my face. And that was not the cool part. I got depressed. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did get depressed over it because I did think that the relationship, I don't even know why too, because people was telling me like, bro, this person got a whole...
They was warning you.
On, like, why would you ever think that? But I was just being...
delusional.
Like a human.
Oh.
Being like a regular human and not really paying attention to the signs. I was trying to see what's up.
Right.
And I really did get to see what's up, alright?
Oh, you saw.
recovered from that situation already. Got myself into a whole other situation, which is just pure terrible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, after that situation was closed out, I was depressed because it was just like I'd never been in such a humiliating public relationship like the way that I was, because like I think he had did a live stream or something about me and was talking like bad-mouthing me or something like that. I didn't get to see the live stream or what specifically was said, but people told me, trying to insinuate I was a thought or something like that, and just mad, just a whole bunch of stuff. And
not the thought.
Yeah, I was just so like
hurt.
It was humiliated because this is like, bro, nah. Me and this person, even though I knew them for like, it was more than 2 months, but we didn't really start like saying we're together until like already months into us knowing each other, and then we were really together 2 months before I broke up with him. So how we broke up was I broke up with him. He was just moving funny, and so I kind of just broke it off. Did he ever reach back out? He did. And I just didn't entertain it because I was just really
hurt.
Like I was, yeah, like hurt. It's just like, bro, like you violated on the internet, bro. I ain't never on the internet bad you talking about you, shit like that. So when somebody does that to you, it just shows you that they're not really genuine. My butt learned real quick that I don't ever want to be in a public, humiliating relationship again. Sometimes the reality is not the perception you may have in your mind.
There's two sides to a story, for sure.
Exactly. And sometimes people are different in real life than they are on the internet.
That part.
I do feel like that whole thing of trying to like call me out on the internet, that's not really who a person is, but because this person is feeling some kind of way about something, it pushes them to maybe do something that, you know, but then again, maybe this person is like this because maybe they've done it in the past before.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel. And I kind of messed up, I'm not going to lie, because after that situation, instead of healing myself, if I'm being honest, I went and jumped into another situation.
You used somebody else to get over.
It was private because, girl, I was not about to.
Feel that.
Since we're talking about relationships, I feel like this is a really important life lesson that if you don't know this now, eventually you will find out about it. If you're paying attention, you will notice this happening a lot. So, a life lesson that I have learned, basically dealing with all my relationships, friendships, family, people on the street, police officers when they pull me over, if I get pulled over, because I know I'm not the only one that's been pulled over before. People get pulled over. The life lesson that I learned is you really only control yourself.
Period. That's what I tell people.
Once you learn that, your life is going to be a little smoother. You're not going to take things as personal as you probably would have took them. You may see something somebody else can't see, but no matter what you do, you can't change them. Can't control them. You can give them your best advice.
Pray for them
until you turn blue in the face. But if that person doesn't really understand where your advice is coming from, or if that person doesn't really care, they like the way they are, they're not going to change because they control them. And usually people are going to do what they want to do whether you like it or not.
So you just got to take those signs and move accordingly.
Exactly. I used to get mad at people for doing what they're doing. I was going to fight you for it. Like, why are you doing this? You should not be doing that. That causes headache for me, causes stress on me, it causes me to be feeling depressed, it causes me to be feeling some kind of way. Mind you, they're fine because it's just like, you know, they did this is what they wanted. So they're not, you know, they're not going to feel no kind of way about this. Okay?
They looking at you crazy like.
They're looking at you crazy like how you not getting in line with what I'm doing.
Like, why does it matter that, why is it making you that mad?
Yeah, like, why are you that mad about this? And it's just like, because I wouldn't do it to you. Like, that's why I'm getting mad. But I learned that you only control how you react to other people's actions. That was a really hard lesson for me to learn, just because I like controlling shit.
Well, that's big of you to admit. Most people ain't gonna say that.
I do. I like being in control of like what's going on around me. That lash take up.
Okay, I need some of them. The K lashes.
Official K lashes.
Okay.
I gotta get Nessa some.
Yeah, I gotta get put on.
These are a little shorter than the ones that I used to give you.
Okay. Yeah, cause that was an era though.
Girl, I don't even wear the long ones like that no more. Do you?
Nuh-uh. Tying into like your life lessons, one of mine is do things because you want to do them and not for anybody else. There's so many times where I'll be like, oh well, they want me to do this, or like I'll put somebody else's feelings before my own, somebody else's needs before my own, because I just want people to feel good about themselves. I want people to be happy all the time, even if it'll make me uncomfortable. Like I will do that, especially and only if it benefits somebody that I love, especially in my relationships. Like I'd be like, okay, I know you think this kind of way, so just to avoid that thought in your head or whatever, I'll just, you know, make you comfortable. And at the end of the day, they could still think that. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like same thing with the internet. Like you might do something to please the internet, and the person who's dealing with whatever is the one who's dealing with it on a day-to-day basis, not them. So for example, my body, like I dealt with somebody that when I first met them, they looked at my stomach and was like, what is this? Touched my stomach, and I was like, I was already a little bit self-conscious about it, so that threw me over the roof to the point where I'm walking around the house sucking it in my stomach. Like that's not okay. And then me being on social media, that don't make it no better. So you know, your girl looked into some little surgery. Before I got the surgery, this person goes, well, you're not gonna be no different when you get this surgery, right? Because you know a lot of girls, they be showing out, don't know how to act, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no, of course not, it's just for me. And then you're on social media and it's your job to look good. Like why is that even a topic? You know what I mean?
Right.
So then it's like I get it, and then you don't even praise it. Like the person who's supposed to be enjoying it,
you're lying.
Yeah, like don't even praise it. Don't get no compliments or nothing. It's just constant problems. Like you're not wearing that outside, you're not doing this, that, the third. Like okay, so you know what you have, but you don't even.
Wait, I see switching. Wait, so people switch up when a shorty get her body done?
Yeah, they be the ones switching up because they know what other people thinking, so they like, you know, I don't want them to be like that. But so that means you hating low-key because you're not even saying nothing when I am wearing this for you, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's
like you not even. That's crazy. You know, you're the second female who somebody had said something to them and
they were like, let me fix it.
Opinion that you valued, though. You know what I mean? Like it was.
There you go. Perfect value.
It was an opinion you valued. So like when this person said what they said, you really took what they said to heart because you love them and care about them that much. You value what they would say, and you would not think they would maybe be steering you wrong or anything. You're just, you know, loving them for them. You want to look good for them. You want to whatever. So they say something and it will play on your mind, because a guy told me something. He told me something about me being skinny because I had lost weight, but it's like I'm losing weight because I'm here smoking weed with your ass. Like,
right. Like, did you ever think about that?
Before you, I was gaining my weight. I was Gucci. You know, that played a role on me, and that made me want to start like getting my weight back and things like that. So I understand what do you mean when you say that, you know, somebody said something about you and it made you want to go and do an alteration. I have a cousin who pretty much had the same situation and she did the same thing. It's so crazy to see how guys kind of made it seem like it was an issue, right? And then you fix the issue.
Then you see the type of
issue.
Right, it's always something.
It's
like
what the hell?
It's almost like they don't like you. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah,
what's really going on?
Everything I do, it's not. You don't like it.
But then, you'll like
something wrong in everything I do.
Right, but
what kind of brush is that?
It's a KKW brush. It came with like their body. I know I get the same reaction from everybody. Like, girl, what brush is that? It came with her like. Uh oh, somebody calling you?
Yeah, it's my grandpa. You tell him I'm calling later.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, grandpa.
Yeah, it came with her her body lotion, foundation lotion.
Girl, that thing looks so fire. Like, nah, the way you just put your foundation on, I need one though.
Flawless. Yeah, I put a dupe on my Amazon storefront, y'all. It's a dupe. It's like basically like a stiff kabuki brush.
It looks so good. Like, I love how it's smoothing your makeup.
Yes, flawless. Y'all get you one.
But yeah, so you know, when it comes to guys, I just feel like you can't listen to what they saying.
I'm God.
That's not even really how they really feel.
Right.
They saying stuff to try to play on your mind.
Because be honest, like they probably liking the next girl or talking to the next girl. Girl, I felt so insecure. I saw somebody that from this person's past that they was reaching out to, trying to link with them, and their body was like fire. So I was like, you know, looking at myself even more like, you know.
It's so crazy because when you do your thing, guess what now? You might find out the person going and cheating on somebody whose body don't even look as good as you.
And you be like, what's the problem? What's 2 + 2 is equal 65. What did I miss?
The math is not mathing because, you know, I thought it was a problem before I had it. Now I got it. It's junk in the trunk, and now you run into somebody else's trunk. A little confused.
What's the problem? Damned if you do, damn if you don't. And then this, we're only talking about relationship point of view, but this life lesson applies to everything, like in general. Like, you cannot please everybody, and you shouldn't do stuff to please people. You should do stuff because you genuinely want to do it, because if not, you're just gonna end up in regret, and that's the worst thing. Woulda, coulda, shouldas is like so hard to deal with.
Yep. And then you never know how it might affect you and your mental health.
Exactly. Do stuff that you want to do. If you don't want to have a baby, don't have the baby, because you might end up getting stuck with that baby. Like, don't do that. If you want to get work done because you want to do it. Everything has its pros and cons, so you need to be able to be willing to live with those pros and cons, especially.
Right.
What else you got for her?
Another life lesson that I can say I learned is you get more bees with honey. Girl, that is an understatement, alright? I know it's cliche as I know it's mad cliche, like we all heard of this, but it's really true. Like, it really works. When you're nicer, you get your way. That's what I learned.
So
like,
what's the saying?
You get more bees with honey.
Huh. Never heard of that before.
You never heard that? Alright, this is proof right here. You see how you can live in the United States of America, but everybody learn different shit? This is a perfect example of that, because I know y'all have heard of, oh, my camera just died. Hold on,
I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, hold on, let's cut, because I gotta swap my battery out.
Okay. Girl, you dang near done with your makeup.
Girl, I told you, my makeup be fast.
And I usually don't even do all of this, but I was like, you know what?
Doing access, I'm gonna put accessories on, and I'm gonna go change. I'm gonna change my shirt.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on a different shirt. All right, I'm starting the screen record right now.
Okay.
If you're not from out here like Nessa, and you never heard that before, girl, you gotta try it. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? I used to be very quick to get super snappy and loud. Whenever I felt like someone was coming at me wrong, I would be ready to fight, argue, and all of the above, pretty much. Like, what you want to do? Like,
I'm ready. Okay.
Y'all know Pop Smoke? I'm good, whatever. He said something like that. Like, get me lit. Like, on something like, Stunner said, get active. That was that life lesson. And then I have one more life lesson that I do want to talk about, because I do feel like it's important. All these life lessons are important, but this one, I just want somebody to take heed to what is being said. Investments are actually important. Investments can be, to me, an investment is anything you put your money and your time into. It doesn't have to be like, I know when we say investments, people think of like stocks,
businesses,
this stock, it's Apple or whatever. Even you taking care of yourself is an investment, because you're investing in yourself.
In your future self.
Exactly. Investments are important, and we do them without realizing, but then sometimes we invest our time into something that doesn't matter, or something that is not going to be fruitful in the future. So like, I can say, for example, I've invested a lot of my time into relationships that didn't work out. A car, for example. When I was younger, at a very young age, I didn't even know that I was investing into my car, but I've learned right now at this age that that was an investment that I did a couple years ago. I bought my car, paid it off, and now I own the car. The car's mine. Whatever I do with it, I can do with it. If I want to hit it, if I want to crack. Like the other day, you know, this is a little, like, you know, don't go around doing this and stuff like that. But the other day, I ain't gonna lie, you know, somebody tapped me or whatever. We did a little bump. And guess what? Because it's my car, I can choose. All right, do I want to walk away from this? Do I want to do this? Like, what do I want to do right now? Like, how am I feeling? Is it really that bad? Do I really want to do, you know what I'm saying? But if it was like a lease or something, oh no. We would have had to, it would have been, to take this. So in the future, it does come out cheaper than if you didn't invest the whole time. For example, I'll do renting. I invested in renting apartments. I did not invest in basically owning like an actual property, right? In my mind, I didn't know where I wanted to live. So I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about apartment.
What do I need now? What do I want now?
What do I need now, like right now. But now when I think about it, all these leases I've done, I'm giving these landlords and owners 30 grand, 32 grand, 34 grand within a year. And that's an investment because, I mean, not for me, but for the landlord. Like, he just came up.
Right.
For me, it was a, you know, I basically gave my money to the white man.
Yeah, what do you got to show for it, though? Like, that's what you're thinking.
Right. So, I learned that investments are a important thing. Anything you can touch in the end is your investment. So if you can physically grab it in the end, maybe not right now while you're investing, but in the end, which however long that's going to be, as long as you can get it, that's your investment. Honestly, I didn't really understand the concept of investment until now, when I look back and I'm like, damn, what do I have to show for? Like, I start reflecting on my life, like, okay, when I was younger, I was doing these things. Were they investments that benefited me in the future, in the age that I am right now, or did they not really benefit me that much? A lot of the things I did when I was younger didn't benefit me, but then some of them slightly have. Be intentional with your investment. Even giving your time to your boyfriend, your girlfriend, that's all investments as well. So you have to know in the end if you're going to get something, like, what are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of this investment that you're taking, you're putting your time and your money into? So in life, everything you do now is going to show in the future.
That kind of ties into one of my life lessons. Mine was start those hobbies ASAP. Those are investments, especially if you didn't have like parents that could afford to put you in certain things. That's the same type of thing that they're trying to do with college. Like, they say, oh, if you don't got the money or you don't know what you want to do right now, it's okay, just take classes. But the problem with that is you're paying for all those classes that you're taking. So the sooner that you can start it and, you know, comfortable, start when you're young, because those might end up turning into what makes you touch your first million, and it's something that you love to do.
Touching on the starting it while you're young, I also believe that while you're young, that's when your creative juices are flowing the most. So you're free, you don't really have like life problems, they really hit you like that when you're young. So like,
especially if you don't got kids,
right? You said what?
Especially when you don't have kids.
Right. When you're young and you got that passion, you're literally unstoppable, because young people, they're just on a constant, like, the younger you are, the more energy, the more faster you're going to be going. Part of like your creativity and stuff, it does come from like who you are around.
You want them good creative juices to come. You don't want to be around people that y'all gonna end up in jail.
Ooh, I love those earrings.
Let's go.
You're just looking so good, because girl, well, I was looking crazy when I got on the camera. Now I'm feeling good.
Girl, same. And that's another thing. When you look good, you feel good, you want to do good, you want to tackle the day. I feel like people definitely treat you better, especially in public.
Oh, yes, they do, because girl, you look appealing. It's like, yes, I'm gonna be this stuff.
Right, they want to be friends with you. They want to see, what do you do? Why do you look so good?
Yes, why do you look so good?
Where are you going?
Yes.
Oh my god, I feel like this whole like talk was so like successful. I hope that you, yeah, like I hope they really took in like what we were saying, because like my purpose on like doing these type of videos is also we might not be growing up with people who are able to teach us certain life lessons or care to. You might have even grew up with somebody who was like jealous of you, you know what I mean, like your elders and stuff like that. So it's always good to be able to like get some tips and tricks and life lessons and hacks from like the people that you watch and support and care about.
Exactly. It's a reminder this happens to everybody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you live,
how much money you have,
whether you came from poverty, whether you came from the richest of the richest, whether you came from in between where the moon don't shine or the sun don't shine. Like, it don't even matter.
Exactly.
Because I'm saying, what I heard, even Biggie said it in one of his songs, more money, more problems. So I heard the more money you have, actually the more problems you have.
You just need to enjoy the ride and make the decision. Yeah. Make the best decisions that you can.
Enjoy the ride. Make every day worth living. That's it.
It's you against yourself. Is there any like upcoming projects or something that you're looking forward to or that you have coming up that you want to tell them?
Well, some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not. I know I've always been selling wigs and stuff, but I really wanted to trickle down on my specific go-to wig. I am going to be permanently selling a blonde custom colored wig on my website.
Yay!
That, because y'all know my wig sometimes
it's a look.
First come, first serve is out of here. And then I'm pretty much gonna be posting every motherfucking day. Every day is a new day for a new video. And you know, I'm getting back on my consistency stuff. I know I've been saying this, but listen, you know life be lifing. So, you know, everybody need a little time to get it
not
together.
too much. Not too much. Back in the day, you had YouTubers that was dropping like 2-3 videos in a day for like a whole month. And I'm like, I could barely do one. I could barely drop consistently in the week.
It's really like, if somebody's posting every day or 3 times a day, just know they're putting in that work. Like, I'm talking about, they're not doing nothing else except filming and editing. Or they got people.
That can burn you out really quick though. So that's why I'm scared. I don't want to get burnt out because I've already been burnt out.
I did, because I know there's some of y'all that knew I was posting every single day. And I got burnt out. It burnt me out. And I'm still trying to recover.
And then if you're not seeing the results that you expected to, that could really discourage you. And
will really make you like not want to do it too.
You'd be like, all right, let me just go. What's next?
Right. So it's just like, you just got to do it without even like knowing it's an investment.
Yeah. Do it because it's fun. Exactly.
It's for the week. It's not for the week.
Not for the week. You really got to be strong-minded. But my camera's about to die. I wanted to thank you for your time. Thanks for talking to us. Let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, so y'all can follow me at Barbie Chris on Instagram or Chris B on TikTok and YouTube.
Period. I love you, girl. I'm going to talk to you soon. I got to go pick up my baby. So, bye, vlog.
Bye.
See ya. Okay. That was a very long phone call, but I'm glad that we got it out the way. We were literally supposed to do this yesterday, then we're supposed to do it in the morning, and then we both wanted to eat. Then we're like, wait, I actually want to grab this and try this new place. And then we're like, oh, we gotta drive there. So we've been updating each other, and it's like 5 p.m. now. 6 p.m. her time. She just got ready at 6 p.m. her time. But I feel like this was really good. I feel like there's a lot of like lessons and stuff that you guys can get from this. Let me know if you guys really like it. Let me know your guys' favorite like quote or life lesson or something that resonated with you. Let me know if you guys want me to do a different topic with somebody else. Let me know who else you guys would like me to do one of these get ready with me's. And yeah, I love you, Vanessa gang, and I'll see you in my next video.